Hello, YouTube community. It's Robert S., and welcome back to RobScure Music, where I hope to introduce you or reacquaint you with lesser-known artists and or albums that are out there in the musical universe. So today, I want to talk about a new group, actually. My channel is obviously dedicated to a lot of the older, obscure artists that you may have forgotten or never knew. But occasionally there are some newer artists. And I don't typically listen to a lot of new music. I don't listen to the radio. But if you look in the right places, you can find some real gems. And one of those places to look is Gem Records. Jem. And I was back, maybe 2 years ago, I was turned on to a group that has since become one of my favorites, and that group is the Midnight Callers. This is their first album, Red Letter Glow. It came out in 2020. I'll show you that track. I'm sorry for the glare. The track listing, and there are the 4 members of the band. And let me show you the inside too. And the 4 members of the band, by the way, are Julian, Marley, Chris, and Martin. Right there. And what a fantastic debut album this was and is. I played this and I loved it. And I did a review of this, and I'll put a link up here someplace to my video where I reviewed this album. Well, as good as this album is, the other day I received in the mail I guess it's a promo kit from the Midnight Callers. And it's got some information about this new album. And I should also add, by the way, this album was engineered, mixed and mastered by Kurt Reel of the Gripweeds. And Kurt has his hands all over this again. And I think the band actually somebody makes reference to him as the 5th Midnight Caller. Again, I'll just share some of this information here. And it came with this nice picture of the 4 artists, which, by the way, I already had. And at the time I had received Chris Payne's autograph. So that was about a year ago or so. It's also got a pen with which I took some notes on the album. We've got another fantastic picture. Look at those handsome guys. That's the band, obviously. Got 2 pens. The Midnight Callers. Rattled Humming Heart. That's the name of their new album. 2 stickers. And what we're all waiting for, the actual album itself. Show you that track listing. And when I received this in the mail, I was pleasantly surprised to get this whole package. And I thought I'd be getting maybe a CD. And as soon as I received it, I put this on because I just had to hear it. I was blown away. This is an amazing album. I cannot believe and I cannot stress to you how good this album is. It's been a very long time since I've been excited by a new band. This is amazing. They've done a superb job on this particular album. And as good as this is, man, they're batting 1,000 with these two albums. Amazing, just amazing. Um, like I said, I put it on, and as I listened, I the word that kept coming to me was mature, and then I went into the packaging and I read through this, and they used the term mature. Whoops, upside down. And they used the term mature in here as well. But as I was listening, I was thinking, it's mature, but it's beyond mature. It shows, and I watched the review by Allen C Records, and I watched the review by Tim Allen. And if you're not familiar with them, please go check out their channels, check out their reviews of this particular album. And I totally agree with what Tim said. In fact, Tim and I had talked about this album previously, and what I said was, this shows growth. This shows them stepping it up, much in the way, and this is what Tim said, like the Beatles. And that's exactly the thought that I had. This is showing progression. And yes, it's more mature. Yes, it's still power pop, okay? Perfect power pop album. Perfect progression from power pop. Still a lot of power pop. Still reminiscent of that incredible music we got from the 70s. There are elements of, obviously, power pop. There are elements of, I'm hearing a little country in certain songs, and I will talk about some of all of the songs in a little while. I'm hearing a little bit of glam rock. I mean, it's just there. You hear these songs and you think they could have taken these off of any top 40 list of the early to mid, even late 70s. It's just that good. And every song just blew me away. And it starts out, and we'll get into the songs. And again, I'm going to refer to my notes a little bit here. New York Tramp leads this album. And much like 41 Miles to Roscoe, which 41 Miles to Roscoe is an amazing song. And Little Steven and his underground radio station, he named this second or third, I think it was third coolest song in the world. And New York Tramp is going to be apparently his coolest song in the world for 2023. And I don't blame him, obviously. It starts off with a big blast of guitars and drums and, pure power pop, hard rock, worthy of any hard rock group of the 70s. And, it's like, let's get going. And they jump right into it. I'm hearing, and I think Allen C Records had also mentioned this, he's hearing some Sweet in there, the group Sweet. And I hear that as well. But it's not copying Sweet. It just has elements. And there's something familiar about all of these songs. And sometimes you can't really place where their influences are because it's just so much a part of them that I think a lot of these influences blend into a lot of these songs. And I'm telling you, you listen to it and you say, like, I know this song. I know this type of song. And it's just so fantastic because it reminds you of those groups that you grew up with and loved back in the 70s and still love today, hopefully. But again, New York Tramp, absolutely amazing. Musically, high energy, perfect way to start the album. Absolutely perfect. The next song is called Step! Exclamation point. And this is a real toe tapping, foot stomping, you got to start moving to this song. And to be somewhat corny, this is a step in the right direction for them. This could definitely be a radio hit. I mean, it's just, they open up with two great songs. Then you get into what I thought when I looked at this was a song called Closer. It's actually Closer, but they do say Closer in it. Another absolutely amazing song. You've got a fantastic drum opening to it, and it's you're not disappointed. You're saying, okay, 3 for 3. Can this get any better? Oh yeah, oh yeah. It gets better because every song is fantastic. Um, Next, Girl on the Run. This opens, when I listened to this the first time, Girl on the Run, it 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 was just so reminiscent to me of a TV show theme song for a show called Girl on the Run. And I think it's because it reminded me of sort of like a Friends or Malcolm in the Middle. You get that good rock song, theme song that sticks in your head. And Girl on the Run, I, maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds like a TV theme song to me. And it's just amazing because, again, it's bringing you back to a time that you remember, but not just in music. You're now I'm remembering television shows. Oh, this album is I love this album. I love it. I love it. Guys, fantastic job. Fantastic. Then you've got Without You. And the harmonies in this song are, I'm going to go out on a limb here. These are harmonies that the band Queen would be jealous of. They're just that fantastic. And all the vocal harmonies in this are amazing. I mean, basically, Chris Payne, excuse me, Chris Payne and Martin Stubbs handle the vocals for the most part. And, you know, Chris is on guitars, Martin's got lead guitar, I think. Marley is on bass, and Julian on drums and percussion. And the musicianship is amazing. The guitar solos amazing. The drums amazing. The harmonies spot on. And like I said, it shows a level of progression that just blew me away. But again, it every song is showing that type of growth and expansion into not just power pop, but the rock that you kind of grew up with and love. And then the song after, let's see, Without You is Baby Let Me Be. Now, this is another pure rock and roll song, in the vein of, say, The Knack. Just, again, it sounds so amazing to me. Little Runaround. Little Runaround is one of those songs that I couldn't necessarily place the influences, but it sounds like something that could have been pulled off of a top 40 chart in the early 70s when you had groups like Grand Funk Railroad and Deep Purple and Golden Earring. Musically, it just fits right in there. And this was like new songs that took me down memory lane, which I never thought I would actually be saying that sentence in 2023, but thank you guys. Thank you. And then you've got What Goes Around. And again, what goes around comes back to you. So another hard edged rock song that has, blistering guitars, and it's just amazing. And I'm probably using the same words again here, but it's fantastic. It's amazing. It's incredible. Pull out a thesaurus and just every word. That's this album. Oh my God, it's so good. And then the plan, again, beautiful, beautiful song. Guitar solo has a touch of country to me. That's what I'm hearing in it anyway, and I'm liking it because I love country. I like all kinds of musical genres. Some of the more recent ones, not so much. But I can stand a little bit of rap, hip hop. I don't know, but you know, I'm pretty much open to anything. Next song, Maggie. Again, it's showing their versatility. I mean, Maggie is it slows it down a little bit. It's more acoustic, and again, you've got some great vocals. The harmonizing is absolutely spot on, and they they really like show that they're more than just power pop, you know. And I mean, it's spot on. And honestly, when I heard the song, I almost thought, you know what? I wish they would do a little bit more of that type because it was just that good. And because I like so much different types of music and stuff, I like a little variety, and I like that was in there. And then it ends with a song called Colors. And this is, in my opinion, a perfect way to end the album because there are just, it's again very energetic, but there are so many different elements to it. It speeds up, it slows down, it's a bit of psych in there. There's definitely rock and roll, and it's just the band saying, look at everything we've learned. Here it is. And perfect, perfect, perfect way to end a perfect album. So I encourage everybody to check out the Midnight Callers. Please pre-order because this is not being released until June 23rd, 2023. But please pre-order Rattled Humming Heart. You would not be disappointed. And while you're there on Amazon pre-ordering this, check out Red Letter Glow. Again, fantastic. If you enjoy high energy rock, power pop music, you will not be disappointed in either one of these. Amazing, amazing, plus. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stay well, friends, and remember, if the music strikes a chord, let it play.